Okay, Ray, I'm about to take you through the adult pre-exercise screening tool. The purpose is to ask a series of questions and try and get as much medical information as possible. The aim is to identify those individuals with a known disease or signs or symptoms of disease who may be at a higher risk of an adverse event during physical activity or exercise. I'll be asking questions in stage 1. This stage can be self-administered and self-evaluated, but because I'm here today, we can go through it together. Once we have completed stage 1, we'll go through onto stage 2. Before we get started, just wanted to let you know that one important information I can get from this pre-exercise screening tool is whether I need to refer you to a doctor for a medical clearance. Okay, Ray, you happy for me to go ahead?
Yep.
Okay. Question 1. Has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition or have ever suffered a stroke?
No.
Do you ever experience unexplained pains in your chest at rest or during physical activity or exercise?
No.
Do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity or exercise that causes you to lose balance?
No.
Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months?
No.
If you have diabetes, type 1 or type 2, have you had trouble controlling your blood glucose in the last 3 months?
No.
Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone or joint problems that you've been told could be made worse by participating in physical activity or exercise?
No.
Do you have any other medical conditions that may make it dangerous for you to participate in physical activity or exercise?
No.
Okay, since you've answered no for all 7 questions, it says here, and you have no other concerns about your health,
no.
You may proceed to undertake light, moderate or intensive physical activity. So from those, because you've answered no to those 7 questions, I don't have to refer you to a doctor for a medical clearance, which is good. So if I get you just to sign down the bottom. That's good. Okay, Ray, now we'll go on with stage 2. From this stage, it will assess your risk stratification. So the aim is to identify those individuals with risk factors or other conditions to assist with appropriate exercise prescription. This stage is to be administered by a qualified exercise professional. Okay. So your age?
29.
And your gender?
Female.
Because of your age and your gender, you don't get a risk factor.
Okay.
Do you have any family history of heart disease, etc., stroke, heart attack?
No.
No. Do you smoke cigarettes on a daily or weekly basis, or have you quit smoking in the last 6 months? Yes
No.
or no?
I've never smoked.
So no. So you don't get a risk factor there. Describe your current physical activity or exercise levels. You got sedentary, light, moderate, or vigorous?
Light.
Light. And frequency, how many sessions per week would you say?
About 4.
4 sessions. And your duration? 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Probably about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So all up, that would be 120 minutes per week. So because you're under the 150, which is minutes per week, you will get 1 risk factor down put into there. Please state your height.
155 centimetres.
155 centimetres. And how much do you weigh in kilograms?
About 50 kilos.
50 kilos. So from that we can work out your BMI, and your BMI works out to be 20.8, and it's below the 30. If you're greater than 30, you would get a risk factor there, so there would be no risk factor Have you been told that you have high blood pressure? Yes or no?
No.
Have you been told that you have had high cholesterol?
No.
Have you been told that you have high blood sugar?
No.
So that's great. So total risk factor there, you have 1. I've just got a few other questions. Have you spent time in hospital, including day admission, for any medical condition, illness or injury during the last 12 months?
No.
Are you currently taking a prescribed medications for any medical conditions?
No.
Are you pregnant or have given birth within 12 months?
No.
No. Do you have any muscle, bone or joint pain or soreness that is made worse by particular types of activity?
No.
Yes. So we got there. Okay, so from the answers in the pre-screening today, I'm able to ascertain you are of a low-risk client. You can either be low, moderate or high. You scored 1 risk factor, and in that, like I said, you are a low-risk client, and it's individuals at a low risk may participate in aerobic physical activity or exercise up to a vigorous or high intensity. And if you have a look at the chart, vigorous indicates you're able to exercise up to a level of 90% or greater for your heart rate max, which in terms of your RPE or your rate of perceived exertion can be greater than 7. So, okay, right. So the main point that we got out today is that I don't have to refer you to a doctor for medical clearance. So it means you're able to undertake an exercise program today. Have you any questions?
No, thanks.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.